I started meditating about 30 years ago. I learned my first meditation techniques from my first martial arts teacher. So the single pointed mind meditation technique is a very powerful concentration technique for meditation. And it involves concentrating on particular chakras. And the chakras are energy centers in our energy body. Not only do you develop concentration and the ability to hold your mind still, but once you become adept at this particular meditation technique on the chakras, you can raise the Kundalini energy. And the Kundalini energy is a very powerful energy of transformation.
Hello my friends, and we're back with day 11 of the 30 days to raise your frequency. And I hope you're doing well out there today. It's a beautiful sunny day here, so I definitely plan on getting outside and getting some sun. And we'll be doing our live meditation as we've been doing for the last 10 days here momentarily. The type of meditation that I'm showing you here and that we're running through is called single pointed mind. There are many ways to apply the single pointed mind. And all it really means is our ability to focus on something to the exclusion of all else. So it requires a steady and steadfast concentration on a single object. And you could use many different methods in order to do this single pointed mind meditation. For example, in the technique that we do here in the group that I call the 5 steps to stillness, we begin by using one of our dominant senses, which is our eyes. So in step 1, we're focusing on the Shri Yantra. These are available for download. I'll post a link in the comments below, which will give you not only a free PDF describing the 5 steps to stillness and explaining exactly what to do within each step. It's a quick start guide. But step 1 involves focusing on the yantra. What we do is we look at that central dot with our eyes and we lock on with our visual focus. And when we lock on with our visual focus, we try to hold just that central dot in our gaze. This is a process known as gazing. And what it does is with the visual senses, since our eyes are so powerful, when we hold our eyes still on an object and we gaze at it, when we stare at it, what this does is it interrupts our internal dialogue. That chatterbox that's always going on in the background, that's narrating everything, that's so annoying, right? Sometimes you just want to tell it to shut up. So this is a great way to quiet that internal dialogue by using our eyes, which is our predominant sense for most people. While focusing on that dot, we interrupt that stream of thought. And then we hold our gaze right at that central dot. What this does is it puts our gaze into a very fine pinpoint-like spot of concentration. And it's very easy to notice when we waver from that focus. And what usually happens is our mind goes back into, let's say we're focused on the dot, and for a moment we're able to hold it, and then our mind reverts to the tendencies, to the habits of daydreaming, of wandering, of allowing our attention to wander where it will. And so the discipline in the single pointed mind technique is the ability to hold the mind on that single object for extended periods of time. Now in the beginning, this can seem a little bit challenging, but I guarantee you it strengthens a part of ourselves that's related to willpower. And as you know, willpower is a very important thing that translates into all areas of our lives. And that discipline that we develop here in this meditation technique translates into every aspect of our lives and our being. So that's step one. That warms up our concentration. Now, within the single-pointed mind technique, you can use really any sense. You can also use your ears, the ability to listen. During this meditation, I'll be playing some music. So for step one, if you haven't downloaded a yantra and you haven't printed one out yet, you can just listen to the music that I'll be playing. So for the first song in step one, if you listen deeply, you can also practice your single-pointed mind through listening, by listening deeply to the exclusion of all else. It's very similar to visually looking at something and holding that vision or object within your gaze to the exclusion of all else. And very similar when we're using our ears, when we're using our ability to listen, to hear. And when our mind wanders and drifts off into its normal, natural habits, its tendencies that we've developed, we simply bring our attention back to listening to the music. So it works very similar in that way. Now, for steps 2, 3, and 4, we focus on 3 chakras. We begin with the navel chakra. This is the chakra of power. And when we focus on a chakra, we want to place our attention on that area. And we do this by first placing our fingertips there. So let's say we're talking about the heart chakra. I place my fingertips in the center of the chest, close my eyes, and I bring my attention to where I feel the fingertip pressing, and I hold my attention there. And I do so by feeling. Now initially, we're kind of bridging from the ability to feel the fingertip touching that spot. Then when I remove the fingertip, we want to keep the attention there by feeling the spot. So what we've first done is we've located the area by pressing. We've moved our attention to it, and then we want to feel the energy in that area. When we hold our attention on a particular area, what we're doing is we're bringing energy to that area. Where we hold our focus, where we bring our attention, energy will follow. Energy will accumulate around that area. And what happens is when energy accumulates around a particular chakra, is the energy activates that chakra, because the chakras are in our energy body. This is a non-physical or subtle physical body where the chakras are located, where many different channels, meridians, also called nadis, many chakras in the energy body. So we're dealing with these 3 primary chakras. Steps 2, navel. Step 3, heart chakra. Step 4, third eye chakra. So the process is very similar for the chakras. When we place our finger, we lock in with our attention, we feel that spot, we feel the fingertip touching, and we take the fingertip away, holding our attention there, and we continue to feel the spot. Now, depending on the status of your energy body, whether it's blocked up, whether it's numb, whether it hasn't been used in a while, or whether it's open, whether it's developed, and whether the energy and the chi and the prana and the kundalini energy flow easily through your energy body, will determine how quickly you're able to feel the chakra open up. So for some, it may be challenging. For others, it may be natural and intuitive to immediately feel some type of energy. And what I mean by feeling the energy, it could be some sort of a heat that we feel. It could be some sort of a cool sensation that we feel. It could be some sort of a tingling sensation that we feel. So, now, after step 4, after focusing on the third eye, we've become very still. Our body is still, our emotions are still, and our mind is still from the practice of single-pointed mind focus. Then with step 5, what we do is we do nothing. Well, the only thing that we do is we let go of all doing. We let go by surrendering to the stillness that we have created within ourselves with the previous steps. So step 5 is a process of letting go. And what I like to do is kind of feel any type of contracted energy, any type of blocks, just relaxing, opening up, and flowing. So if my body feels tense, keeping a good posture, I will allow the body's tension to relax. If there's any energetic or emotional blocks or feelings of contraction, then I will allow that to open up, relax. And if there's any thoughts still happening at that time, just ignore them and allow that awareness to expand. And what we'll find is that you still have tendencies in step 5. You'll notice things. Just remain in the observer position during step 5. So step 5 is truly the beginning of meditation. So prior to meditation, we're practicing our concentration, and this will prepare you for that meditative state. So you guys ready? Here we go. 5 steps to stillness. We're going to talk you through the guided meditation step by step. Let me put on some music for you here. Now this music is also available for free download at the top of the group. You'll find the announcements section, and there's 2 announcements. Announcement number 1 is where you can print off your yantra, and then below that is announcement number 2, which gives you a link to where this particular music is. And the music is by a band called Zazen. The album is called Enlightenment. And I've just downloaded 5 songs, so we're doing 1 song per step. There is also a way to do this meditation to silence, which I teach in my private group coaching program. The private group coaching program is called Concentration to Consciousness. And I'll be launching that probably at the end of this free Raise Your Frequency, 30 days to raise your frequency period. So if you want to continue meditating past this 30 days to raise your frequency, that's when I'll be announcing the Concentration to Consciousness group. It's a membership group. It's only $30 a month. You'll get private coaching from me. It is group coaching. We do group conference calls once a week. It's a private Facebook group where you can get any of your questions answered, detailed questions, whether you have issues about getting over the mental chatter, where you have questions about the chakras, where you have questions about the kundalini, anything related to meditation and mindfulness, we go into depth. And you'll get very proficient at the technique during that group coaching program. Okay, my friends. Ready to go? Now, whether you're seated in a chair or seated on the floor, make sure you have a good posture. Back straight, head up. Step 1, we're going to be focusing on the yantra. Again, if you don't have a yantra, you can focus on your favorite object with your eyes, or feel free to just look at the video and you can watch me focus. And that in itself can be a meditation. And if you don't want to do any of that, you can just listen to the music with single-pointed listening. Ready? Here we go. Take a big deep breath. Let it all go. Relax. Remain focused on that central dot of the yantra. When thoughts come in and out of the mind, just ignore them and return your focus to that dot. Now close your eyes. Place your fingertip about an inch below your navel. Press gently. Bring your attention to the navel chakra. Feel the gentle pressure of the fingertip pressing into the navel chakra area. Breathe naturally throughout the entire meditation. Once you've locked on with your attention on feeling the pressure of the fingertip on the navel chakra, remove the finger and continue to hold the attention on feeling that spot. Keep your body still. Don't think, feel. Now move your attention up to your heart center. Gently place the fingertips in the center of your chest. Feel the pressure of the fingertip at that area. Keep your body still. Good posture, but stay relaxed. Once you've locked on with your attention on the feeling of the fingertips at the center of the chest, when you're ready, remove the fingers and continue to feel the heart center. Hold your awareness at that area. Now we are progressively getting more and more still. Move your awareness up to your third eye chakra. Place a fingertip between the eyebrows and slightly above. Press gently and feel the pressure of the fingertip on that area. Breathe naturally. And once you've locked on with your attention on feeling that spot, remove the fingertip and continue to feel the energy at the third eye chakra. Try to relax all tension in the forehead and in the face. If thought comes, just ignore it and hold your attention on the third eye. And now for step 5, completely let go of all focus, all concentration. Surrender to the stillness by letting go of any contractions, any blockages, any tension, and just be still. Very nice. Slowly return back to your body. Take a big deep breath. Another awesome meditation. So I hope your meditation went well. Again, I'll be including in the comments below a downloadable quick start guide to this meditation technique that I call the 5 Steps to Stillness. And I hope you're enjoying it out there. I hope you're doing well. And if you have any more questions, just feel free to drop a comment below. Chances are the questions you have are the same questions that others may have that are also joining in. So there you go, my friends. Again, thank you so much. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.